Yes, I Rastafari. I need your love so much. I want to be with you. Your love is my life. I fight for joy. I love you. I love you. The work is a sin. I'm looking for your lost love. I'm running to you.
All right. Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of XY101. I'm your host, Will D, and with me today I have...
Gemalak.
All right.
Calvin.
I don't know what the hell's a Gemalak.
You tell John Corey's gonna tell me
I
what
thought he
Gemalak
said
is.
Similac.
Cowrie.
I thought he said
John- is that
Similac.
Cowrie or Corey?
Cowrie.
Sounded like it, right?
Yeah.
I thought he said Similac. That's what I was
No,
like,
he
what?
said Gemalak.
Gemalak.
Oh.
All right. And...
Pamela Calas, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
You guys are the best.
And on the boards...
Horn.
Charles.
Truck driver,
Truck driver.
Charles.
You would be a truck
Boy,
driver.
I-
You're always driving a U-Haul anyway.
Right, I
You
know,
might
right.
as well be.
Yeah.
What was the other guy's name?
Who?
Wilson.
Wilson.
Always calling
You the
him Wilson.
dude?
You gotta throw the AKA Wilson in there. Sorry.
No.
No, the
Yeah.
AK Wilson.
None of that. No. My show.
Oops.
Well, today we're going to be talking about arguments.
Oh my God.
Which is what we do all day, every day when we do the show. Always be arguing about something. So, what is something you argue about often? Like, you know, when this subject matter comes up, you're going to be in an argument with somebody about it.
Conspiracy theory.
Cleaning your chicken.
Myths.
This isn't debatable. This
This
should not
is-
be an option.
No,
I said myths and conspiracy theories.
Myths
Oh.
and conspiracy theories? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he said dishes.
And religion.
That's true.
Yeah.
How about you, Pamela?
Well, I think that's a
Damn.
why.
Arguing.
What would set you up that you already know it's gonna pretty much.
And I don't argue. I just basically shut the fuck up.
Shut him up.
You just wait for them to say everything that they say and then disprove all of it, and then they're like, oh.
Oh, okay.
He said, I don't argue, I just shut the fuck up.
Basically, let them hang themselves.
Yep. Keep talking.
Oh,
What was
my
that again?
God.
All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Then,
Got
you
it.
just, then you just pull up a Google page of like pick any of these sites, any of them, to show that you're
You do
wrong.
know why arguments happen.
Because nobody want to be
80
wrong.
No, because 90% of it is delivery,
That's
not
true.
topic.
That's true.
That's what sets me off, actually, if
Oh,
I
the
think
way
about
that-
it. It's the way, yeah.
The way
The
the
way-
message is
We
delivered.
could, whatever is the problem, we could find a solution. I tell everybody that all the time, no matter what it is, work, house, whatever. But it's the way you deliver it. If you don't know how to speak to me, we're probably going to
if
have
they-
a problem.
So if they curse you out, but nicely, it's going to be okay?
No, well, the delivery. How
It's
you
the
going to
delivery.
curse?
So
how
if
you
I-
going to curse at somebody nicely?
Listen.
Because
didn't
I can happily
listen,
call you a bitch.
Listen.
You think so?
Hello?
That's what people do.
Do you think so?
Hello?
I think that's what people do. That's what he's saying. Like, you know,
Yes.
like
right now,
like,
we're
no,
talking.
like, you know, like the down south Southern Baptist
Yeah,
black
that's
church where everybody's just throwing you backhanded disses, but it sounds so nice. Like, let's say they think your outfit's ugly. Oh, ain't that so colorful? Right? You see what I'm saying?
But are you arguing with them?
Huh?
Are you arguing with them?
Well, normally what it turns into, because all the old Southern ladies speak the same language, is, oh, thank you so much. And you know, that hat is not, I think that's the first time I've seen you wear that. Right. So the clapbacks start, because she's obviously like, you keep using the same shit.
But who
and
are
then
you arguing with, though?
they're going back and forth.
We're talking about you arguing with people that are close to
Be
you.
like, that's
No,
what
That's what we're talking
it doesn't
about.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Anybody.
What
Anybody.
subject matter do you know you're
That
going to
will
get
set
to
you
argument?
off.
It's like, so put it to you this way. If someone's a conservative,
Well, right now I got a Karen by my house.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Yes,
Ooh.
I got a Karen by my house. Apparently, my brother got into it with a neighbor. He parked the car. You know, we don't have a driveway, so we
Right.
park on the street. They went to go park the car, and Karen came out, and my brother went to go check. The door's open. That means he's ready to reverse or go forward,
Right.
so we won't block
He's
the
still
driveway.
adjusting, yeah.
Correct. As he's looking in the front of the car to make sure that he's not
Too
in any
far,
way
right.
in the driveway, this bitch comes out. you need to leave X amount of room so I can get my car out, and blah, blah, blah. He goes, what the fuck does it look like? Immediately, what the fuck does it look like I'm doing? You don't see I'm trying to adjust it? You stupid fat bitch. And then walked in the house.
God.
Yes. And I'm waiting for that stupid bitch to say something to me. Because if she thought he was bad, I will cuss your ass out nicely, like you say, but I will hurt your feelings.
That's how you're supposed to.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
You know?
I will hurt your feelings. He goes from 0 to 100.
Oh, real quick.
I just go slowly, like, you know, I'm looking at you. I might smile. That's gonna piss you off.
Right.
You know, like I'm gonna talk to you like you're dumb. That's gonna piss you off. And then if you start making moves and you get too close, like you're in my circle, oh, fuck your ass up, because I do not play when people enter. You know, Charles,
I just
that's you, because that used to be your profession. So
I
nobody
smile
can get too
and
close.
laugh.
Yeah, like
I
you're not-
laugh like when that's I think like just a couple of days ago I had to go to court again for suing someone, and right away the judge knew like I'm not a regular type of person in the court. She was like, "Why you sound like a criminal lawyer or something like that?" And then you go sarcastically, because I was being sarcastic but in a nice way.
Right.
Like he was saying that I went and took my laptop which was broken, but it wasn't.
Right.
So I told him, I said, okay, so let me get your indication of what broken means. So if I turn on this little button that has power, that means when you turn it on, it illuminates the stuff, so it makes power unless you plug it in. If you don't plug it in. So if I press that little button that says power and it illuminates the TV and I could see a picture, that means, you know, people walking around. She was like, you can tone down on the sarcastic. I was like, no, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just trying to explain to him since he's a little over the age and he doesn't understand what broken means. So I was being sarcastically and arguing, but in a nice way.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to clearly define
Fine.
this, Your Honor.
Yeah. And she was like, okay, but that's how I am. And when I start going more and more, is I'm getting pissed off, and it's like the nicest way. And he didn't know what to say coming back. Like, yeah. But it was broken. I said, okay, so throw your refrigerator away because it's broken. He was like, no, it's working. I said, is that light on? Yeah, that indicates that it has power. Yeah, that's normally what it means, opposite of broken.
Okay, so also with
Being
delivery,
sarcastically.
then that means that there's, if you're like kind of slick at the mouth too, though. I mean, you're obviously going to start an argument. I mean,
Yeah.
That's
I don't want to
Story
argue
of
with
my life.
anybody,
I
so
don't-
I'm not going to be slick. We're just going to
Yeah.
have a conversation. We're
I
going to
don't-
talk about
no, that's the story of my life.
Yeah, I don't
what
argue.
being slick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's a little asshole, and I don't
real
argue.
quick.
So
I come out.
Either I win.
huh?
I don't argue either. I win.
Yeah, I just went. Or I'll just say it's sarcastically out there. We'll know. I'll be like, I was right in front of them.
You know what gets me? What gets me most likely to argue? Besides, if we're talking topics, anime. I'm going to get into an argument about anime
Yeah.
automatically.
You're going to argue.
Oh yeah.
About
Why?
anime.
About
Because a lot of people think they know
and they don't know
because they
shit.
seen one or two cartoons.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And I say cartoons because it's not really anime.
Thank you. There's a big difference. But
Yeah, big difference.
besides getting into that, I hate when you say something factual and someone tries to correct you. Right.
Hey, this guy.
So the other day, right? I'm talking with my coworker. Somebody else pops in the conversation, and they jump in saying something that was just completely inaccurate. And I literally was just like, look, you can't tell him that what he's doing is religious. Because what he's saying is X, Y, and Z, right? And I explained it to them. So then they were like, no, but da-da-da-da. So I pretty much just put it, I'm like, you know what? Let me do this nicely because this person isn't a complete asshole. I was just like, so tell me this. If a square can be a rectangle, if a square can be a rectangle, does that mean that every rectangle can be a square? And they were like, no. I said, so now apply that to your logic. If Christianity has pagan beliefs, or pagan, things based from pagan beliefs, why does that make everything pagan Christian? And they were like, oh, it has nothing to do with Christ. It has nothing to do with the rest of it. So why would that be Christian? Oh, I was like, exactly. And that's why you can't say X, Y, and Z. And they were like,
Oh, XY101.
right? Like they, right. And they're like, oh. I was like, exactly. But I get so annoyed when it feels like you want to tell me I'm wrong when I'm right. That's the number one thing that's going to start arguing with me.
And I got a double. I
will make
double
sure you
on
know,
him.
like, I'm right. I will pull out the Google search. I will pull out a dictionary.
Right, you're gonna go
everything,
all out.
just to let you know. Stop being a fucking dumbass and
Yeah.
don't open up your mouth unnecessarily.
I
don't
got
like
a
when
double. I got a double on him.
I don't like when people can't accept an opinion.
Yeah. Oh, that's on
An
everyone.
opinion and a fact are two separate things.
Yeah.
You're allowed
Totally
to have
two
your
di-
opinion.
Right. I'm like, this is just an opinion. You
Yeah.
do know that, right?
No,
like,
but I gotta-
was telling you this is how I feel. Why are you?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to argue with me?
I mean, I gotta add on Will stuff. I hate that, but I mostly hate when I'm having a conversation and you jump in with a wrong answer.
Right.
Like,
Right.
seriously, you're gonna jump into my conversation.
You don't even know what the fuck
and
you're
you don't
talking
even know what you're talking about. That's a double. You know what I'm saying? And that's what gets me frustrated like him. You know, like, seriously? And then you got to break it down to them. And then they get mad, say something that basically you just said. I'm like, seriously? You just want to change the words around, but didn't I just
talk
say
without
that?
talking. Don't mind us. We have the same frustration.
Oh, you guys are talking.
Yeah,
No,
just-
no, me and
you're
Will,
on the
no.
outside.
No, I see where this is going too. Or
Yeah.
I see what's going on here.
Uh-huh.
Too.
Me and Will be like, yeah. My wife be like, sometimes when y'all look at each other, I just jump off the conversation.
Yeah.
A little bit of this, like, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
It'd be things
Yeah,
like that.
nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Popping in for no reason.
No apparent reason. Like, why?
And they don't know what they're talking about at all. That's the worst part. If you come in, if someone were to jump in a conversation interjecting something that's poignant,
Yeah.
that makes sense. You come out of nowhere and you
Like,
talk
add
out your
something.
ass like, what
Yeah.
are you
Like,
doing?
add something.
Who was talking to you? Why, why do you have breath right now coming out of your mouth? Like,
You know, it's
go
all-
somewhere.
It's always the most awkward person too that will
Yeah,
just
like,
come and
what?
talk about nothing,
Like,
and
okay.
say nothing. You're like, now this conversation sucks.
Yeah, where were you?
They only heard
I'll
one
talk to you
word.
later.
They heard one word and jumped like what?
Yeah,
Like,
it's the
no,
worst.
no.
And you're trying to be nice. And the other thing is, I'll try to even be nice about it, and I'll be like, yeah.
No,
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
just be like, seriously? Like, you
and
going
then move on. We're going. I'll see you later.
We got to
Mine.
argue about it. We got to
Yep.
argue about
Are
it.
you arguing?
yeah.
No, I'm not
All right.
arguing.
Well, people call it an argument. I would call it a debate. Let's be nice about it. We'll
Okay.
call it a
It
debate.
depends on how mad you get.
Yeah. If I get to the cursing level, yeah, we'll argue.
Now here's something. Do you guys have a memorable argument that you've lost?
I don't. And that was the thing I was trying to get at earlier. I don't really argue.
You debate. Yeah.
I don't
That's
even
what said.
debate neither. I just like you got it, but you're gonna feel dumb that you got it, even if you all right, because you're gonna go through the extreme measure to prove your fucking point.
Oh yeah.
And it really didn't matter to me.
And then at the end you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like, all right, you feel better.
Yes.
So yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But
That's
all right.
probably the easiest way to be then.
Yeah.
Feel like an idiot later.
No.
Sure will. Now, nigga like you, feel like an idiot later.
Even
Yeah.
even if I,
You gonna nigga like you.
because I was proven wrong. I was proven wrong in the courtroom one time, but I still won the case because I'm not gonna make it look like you're right.
Yep.
I made it seem like he had a wait. Was it?
Yeah,
right?
well,
like make him question it, even though I was like, oh, I didn't know that. You know what I mean? So there are certain things that if I can be wrong,
Confidence
I'm still
is-
gonna debate that
Confidence
shit like
is
I'm
key to
good.
anything though.
Yep.
You gotta act like you know.
Yep. Like you really know, and they're gonna be like, but I think he's right. And then they go find out this boy was wrong all that time. Yeah, but I made it look good, right?
Right.
Yeah, you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
but it's not until somebody Googles it 3 years
Yeah.
down the line, like, wait a minute.
this boy lied. He waking up at 2:00 in the morning. What? That's a lie.
That'd be fucked up.
That's some bitch.
That's son of a bitch.
What about
Say
you,
if you-
Pamela? Do you have a memorable argument that you've lost?
She's like, I'm a woman. I don't lose my arguments.
Oh shit.
I've lost arguments just so they could just.
See?
Fuck
Didn't
it.
I just tell you?
No.
No.
I didn't say that you conceded. That you lost.
And wait a minute now, hold on, because I ain't concede neither. I feel a little offended, but go ahead. You gave me that ninja look.
No, because you said you don't argue, so neither is a pussy.
I was like, wait a minute. How you haven't? You just said you don't
Yeah.
argue.
See, that's another win for me.
I really do try
Wait,
my
wait.
best not to argue. There's been so many times. I mean, I can't even begin to.
But you never lost one?
Present.
Lost an argument?
See?
Probably not.
Women's always never lost an
No.
argument.
But I also
we
don't argue on a
decided
regular.
mutually.
We decided mutually,
I'm-
or I gave in
No,
just to
if
make
I'm
him feel good.
arguing, I'm going in. I'm going in ham. Like, if I'm arguing with you, that means I'm going in. Well, there's a reason why I'm arguing. I'm not just going to argue. There's
Just to argue. Yeah.
Hell no.
I love a good
I don't
fight.
like to put myself in a situation where I want to laugh. Man, I laugh 99% of my life is what I do.
You know how you know a girl is wrong during the argument? When she said, "You see, that's why you keep arguing, because you know you're wrong. Let's just stop this already."
No, that's not even it. It's when they start bringing up shit irrelevant to the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that time 2 years ago?
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yup.
Why are you bringing up old shit?
Well, we're
Because-
talking about this now.
I've
because
had
they're
that happen to
losing.
me.
No, because they're losing. When they
I've
do
had that happen to me.
Yeah,
You
when
just
you're
start
losing.
talking about
This is
shit
just
like,
the
what
last
the
time I
fuck
lost
are you
an
talking
argument 'cause
about?
the ex wanted, and I had to give up.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll
my
say
God.
This. I'll say this.
Terrible.
I don't think my
Oh,
wife
so
would
you
be
go-
mad. Like, all right, so that whole little situation, the first time I cursed her dad out, right?
Mm-hmm.
She did try to bring marijuana to the play. I'm like, look, weed has nothing to do with how dumb your fucking dad is.
It would also make you blind to his stupidity.
Yeah,
and too
anyway.
calm
Yeah,
to
so
yell at him.
I'm like, don't even fucking try it.
Don't talk
Nope.
about 420. Don't talk about it.
Don't talk about my
The
foot.
grass is
Like,
good.
yeah, don't even, nah.
Of all
hell
things
no.
to get Calvin going.
Right? Don't
God,
talk about the
disrespect
420.
weed.
Don't even bring April 20 into it. I don't want to even hear April in there. Somewhere down the line, we're going to argue.
Hey, shit.
You wait till April 21st if you want to talk to me.
Word. That's how this works.
Talk to me in 420. and-
I can't think of one memorable argument I've lost because all of them ended up with me getting spanked by my parents. Not to say that I was wrong, I just lost because I ended up getting spanked
Yeah.
by my parents.
Well, yeah, those arguments.
That's a-
You can't win an argument with a parent.
I
You can
didn't
be
even
100%
argue. I
right
just
and
took the
still
ass
wrong.
whooping.
No, if you're 100% right,
They get hit
no,
harder.
you know you're right. Arguing with your parents when they say, "Oh, you want to be a smartass."
Yup.
That's when you
that's
know
how you won.
You won.
And then you end up
But
with
then
a
you-
bruised
yeah,
butt.
Yeah, but
that's
you
just-
get that ass whooping.
Then
I
you get
just
the
got
one.
the ass
But
whooping.
you're smiling though at the end.
Yeah,
like,
you're like,
yeah, I
yeah.
won.
In this day
I
and
won.
age, I just tell my daughter to shut the fuck up. And she
Yeah,
got to
because
the
you
point
know she
now-
won.
Yeah, she laughs her ass up.
But you
Because
see,
she knows
but
she
he
won.
But he admits that she's smarter than him anyway.
Yeah.
She'll say some shit like, shut the fuck up.
I do that now. When my son says something, I'm like, whatever, get your nerdy ass over there. I be getting mad because he's right, but he tell me something.
How old is he now?
He's 5 now. He's 5.
I was waiting for that. I wasn't gonna do you dirty like that, but
Shit.
5 years old. He's
5-year-old,
5.
5-year-old coming nerdy ass. Get over there. I'll be telling him.
At least my daughter 15, my nigga. She.
Yeah, but the nerd itself, he come out with some stuff that you be
Now-
like, damn, he is right.
My daughter was 7. She
but
had
then
me fucking
do you
sweating.
have a memorable argument that you have won,
Memorable?
which then also brings us to our next question: how do you know that you won?
Maybe when the argument
When you
stops.
feel ridiculous, and most of the time it's what it is.
When they're quiet.
Sometimes they get quiet. That's true.
Right.
Yeah, because like even if you like overgo with just straight yelling, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm
When
gonna-
they mumble, when they mumble and stutter, that's when you know you got them.
it. So like you go
You got
yelling,
them.
you go screaming, it's nothing big. It's
It
like,
depends,
all right.
it depends on how you say you got it too, because you get the ones who give them like, yo, you got it, right? Because they
Yeah.
know they were wrong. Then you get the ones who's just like, you got it, because like you can tell that they're kind of like, well, whatever about the situation.
Yeah.
So there's a difference. But do you have an argument? You like clear as day, like you won it.
A situation with, that wasn't really an argument though. So give me a
It's like
second.
more. That's a,
Give me a second.
a debate.
I have to think.
Well,
I'm
one
telling
of
you.
my one of my friends when we were talking about martial arts, because that's another thing. People come and tell me the history of martial arts, I'll be getting pissed. Don't come and tell me no Bruce Lee movie. No, that's not the history. You know what I'm saying? So I know the history, like where it came from and all that. So we want to I want an argument, and I knew when he was like, yeah, no, but in all honesty, like martial arts is a good thing. When they try to change the subject a little,
Yup.
Yeah.
I got 'em.
Oh,
know?
I can tell when I win an argument when a motherfucker can't answer yes or no.
Yep.
oh yeah,
Yep.
If you can't tell me, I forgot what I said the other day.
So is it such and such? Yes or no? Well, I mean, no.
No,
Yes
yes or no, nigga. Yeah.
and for some reason,
won.
why do
You
they
won.
keep
Facts.
on going more and more, and you get louder? Yes or no? Like
Because it's just like, yo, are you not hearing me? You know, there's only two options. Why is any other word coming out your mouth right now?
I don't want to hear
Yeah.
nothing else.
Yay or nay, motherfucker.
Yeah.
See,
Damn.
for me, what was really good was I remember when I was like a little kid, and I told someone, samurai and ninja are both from Japan. No, samurai from China, and that's why they always fight ninja.
Oh my
Now, this is
God.
before Google, right?
I had that argument like that
So
before.
I'm like 7 or 8, so maybe Google was around, like about 99, 2000, right? And you're just like, no, they're both from Japan. So we're yelling back and forth, right? All over the playground. Take them to the library, right? Pull out the book. I was like, see? It says right here, from Japan. Go to the next one. From Japan. They're not Chinese.
In fact,
You're fucking stupid. I was like, see? I know I won because, 1, the answer's right there. But 2, he started cursing. When they no longer continue to argue and all they want to do is insult you, you think you know everything. I won.
Yeah. Whatever. You think you know everything? Well, then fine. They from Japan or something. You know, like that's how a lot of people lose.
And little known
like
fact
they
about
don't want to admit
that
that
they
they were
won.
wrong. Or they're saying, "Oh snap! I didn't know that. Thank you," or something.
Exactly.
They won't. They won't. Especially if it's a man. They won't really want to
actually,
admit.
I ain't gonna say it's a little known fact, but have you ever heard that ninja are sometimes shunned samurai or whatever? They used to be
shunned samurai?
like shunned, like they used to be
So,
a samurai.
so-
they lost their code
so
and they
not-
became.
That's
Nope.
not what that is. So a samurai without, or who is shunned or whatever, normally
Yeah.
is a ronin. He would have to join a clan to become a ninja. So
Okay.
some samurai did become
Come
ninja.
Yeah,
But a
okay.
disowned or a shogunless
Is not
samurai is a
necessarily.
ronin. That's like
And then
pension.
right,
Okay.
and a Noroni that can't becomes a ninja does not go into battle until he proves himself
Yep.
as a ninja. And a lot of the samurais never did go into battle as a ninja because they always kept that samurai
Code,
honor
yeah.
and code. So that's
Most of
why.
them who got disowned though would prefer, rather than switch to another thing, either
Yeah.
to stay remain a ronin or to give up the sword completely.
Yeah, and to do that, and they normally would just leave to another town.
Yeah.
So
Man, life before your ID.
yeah, right. Because it was like that face, they're like, hey,
Like
that's the guy that-
well, aren't there a bunch of like mass murderers and serial killers who like in the 1800s here in the States they never found just because they just like moved to different states?
They-
They're like mass murder in Wyoming, then they moved to Texas. and
Yeah,
then
that's
there's,
why
like,
some of the mass murders were like
yeah,
when they
you were like,
look
whoa,
at their
and they weren't sure if
patterns.
it was ever the same person.
They
or
could
not.
be a
Yeah.
fucking mass murder in Wyoming right now. Nobody would know about it. God, forgive me for saying that, but it's the truth. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
It is.
Wyoming.
Yeah,
They're just-
they're killing themselves.
It's not even that. It's just like the number of the number of places that are like not populated.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm
you
saying.
could
Like,
drag
it's
someone
so
into the
boring.
woods. There are parts of Alaska where like modern day gangsters will just bury you in snow because no one will know for 6 months. And no, I'm talking about in Juneau, Alaska. They do that shit. They'll
just
go.
bury your ass.
They'll be in the Bloods, right? Kill somebody, switch to the Crips, change their gang name, and they buried that body in the snow. Meanwhile, the motherfucker they killed was a Crip. But that's the gang hopping there is so ridiculous. The cops have the hardest
They
time.
have gangs
catching
in
people.
Alaska?
Yeah, gangs all over the
You
world.
find black people, there's a gang of something.
There's something, right?
Damn.
We're the muffin gang.
Damn.
Well, no,
They would look for-
I mean, like, I remember being in high school, right? And you had motherfuckers one day just like, yo, we Bloods. I'm like, word?
I
Who,
know
who,
people
who,
that
who, who you guys join up with? No, my nigga, we just claiming red.
You just did what?
claiming
We
the red.
claiming Like,
You're
they,
claiming
one day, a bunch
What?
of black people were like, we just want to wear red clothing, so we gonna call ourselves Bloods.
Right.
No one who was a Blood swore them in. They didn't
Right,
get it,
right,
whatever. They just
right.
claimed to start set.
I'm a blood, yay!
Word. Like, you like, really? And lo and behold, if someone's a real Blood, right? Their first question when they're like, who the fuck are, what's your bloodline?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be checking you,
Yeah.
trying
I
to
think
find
it was
out,
in the
like,
90s
do you
when
know
they
your
started
gang
getting
shit? 'Cause
jumped.
if you don't, they going to kick your ass on the spot.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
90s, there was a big high gang people getting beat up.
Yeah.
And they were getting beat up by the real Bloods that came from, the other states.
From the West Coast,
And
from
that
New Jersey.
original guy that came out from jail, he told everybody, go down that way to New York and let's find out who the hell is putting on
Yeah.
blood. Because the Bloods over there wasn't like this. They took it to the extreme thinking that the gangs were supposed to do this, so they were giving bad names. They said,
Like, literally, I think it's known that's like 2 or 3 guys actually came from the original West
Original.
Coast sex,
Mhm.
came
And-
to Jersey.
Was
and
it Jersey?
It was Jersey, I think. It wasn't even New York. And they actually started getting people
It-
in.
It
Yeah.
depends on like what set you're talking about.
Man, thank
But
God I never
you're
entered
right,
that
you're right,
life.
you're right. And Speaking of arguments,
care.
that's another thing too.
I don't have time to
my
answer that,
tone
like-
gets wrong because I'm like a lot of the shit I'm agreeing with, but I'm like adding on to it.
Right.
So it's like, yo, man, shut the fuck up. It's like, nah, my nigga, like I'm agreeing with you, but it's more there.
Right. There's more to the
There's
story
more
than what
to-
you're
yeah,
saying right
yeah.
now. Yeah.
Now you don't know.
And so that like all of those stories are true, but it gets so much fucking
Oh,
different.
Yeah, it gets
And
deeper,
some
complicated.
some are more like highlighted than others. So like you'll have something just as big happen here, but because of the name or whatever not being as big, it doesn't really get mentioned. But something just as big happened, and that's why you have a whole bunch of like old people from the hood with they old stories that are like real relevant now, because like this is where such and such happened. Oh, word, and there you go.
But speaking of argument, you ever argued with someone and then you agree with them and they still arguing?
Yeah, my nigga Ali with his religion, he's like talking about like he mixes in like the internet religion with his Muslim beliefs,
Right.
and so a lot of like he mentions like a lot of different like things like animals and shit like that, like missing animals
Right.
that are in the Bible or that in the Quran too, and I'm
You
like,
tilapia?
huh? Speaking of which, right?
Like, where the fuck does that shit come from?
No. So like I'm trying to explain to him. I'm like he talked about the Leviathan, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, there is something called the whale, like it's called Leviathan whale, but it's pronounced something about like Leviathan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm explaining this shit to him. Man, no. I'm like, dude,
I'm
saying-
agreeing with you.
I'm agreeing
saying
with you.
This could be what it is, not that it doesn't exist.
but now
You're
this
talking
is
about Wale?
no. Just threw me off almost. But the thing about it was the reason he wasn't believing me is because he was like, well, Allah said you couldn't see it. And I'm like, you see, that's where you get it fucked up at. That's why you can't take the internet and the fucking Quran or whatever and put it together. Because one's saying that, like, yo, these animals existed here or whatever. So when I show you proof of what could be in that book, and you tell me otherwise, like, shut the fuck up, that's why I don't get involved with a lot of shit. Because 99.9% of the time, I'm right. So I just played a cool little pothead.
I'll argue with you with that point one.
What?
But that point one, I'll
That
make you
point
look
one,
like I
I'll
still know.
motherfucking make you look.
No, but I hate that when you agree with them and they still arguing. Like,
Yeah. Did you not realize that's what I said?
Yeah, like they get
you
so,
don't
like,
know. I'm like, I know that's why.
If I don't, you don't.
It's like you
'Cause
get
we
so
agreed.
you get so enraged, like you get so into yelling, not even arguing.
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
just so into
And they don't-
yelling.
Like she said, tone.
Yeah.
Tone is
Tone,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
How you say it will set off the whole
It
situation.
start fucking with somebody. ABC, nigga.
But I feel like sometimes it's not always how you say it, but the subject matter, because some people are automatically defensive when they talk stuff. Like, try talking politics with somebody.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
could be
yeah.
completely agreeing with them, right? And you have one motion you don't agree with, and all of a sudden they think you're the fucking devil these days.
this nigga yelling.
Especially
I got
these
another
days.
one on that too.
Especially these days,
I'm
politics
trying
and religion in these days,
Yep.
it's like war.
This dude is going the fuck off, right? And he was like, "You think you could run the country?" I was like, "Nope." He's like, "I could." I'm like, "No, you couldn't."
No, you
And
can't.
he was like, "Why?" I'm like, "Listen at you." I'm like, now, so somebody come to ask or bring something to you, and you, no, motherfucker, that nigga might smoke your ass.
Well,
He
Now
might
they,
be with the
you
shit.
be like, you work? Yeah, how long? For like 20 years. Are you a manager? No. See, you can't even run the damn warehouse. That's why they didn't want your ass as a person.
It's like, nigga, you standing here in the fucking boat.
True.
You not even a manager or a supervisor. You can't even run the damn business.
It's like, nigga, you
Shut
in
him
here-
up.
Though, to be fair, there are a lot of people who work at the lowest level who know the job better than everyone else.
Yep.
They're just smart enough to know they don't want the stress.
Yeah.
So I
Shit,
defend that person.
The pay,
with this.
the pay outdoes sometimes the stress for me.
Sometimes it does, but for some people it doesn't. Peace of mind is
Single
so-
people. Single people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you got a family,
You got a family, you be like, I'm gonna stress it out
That-
because
that-
I'm getting 3 digits a year, extra.
Right.
So I gotta.
But the average person, peace of mind is so much more valuable.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hell
yeah.
That's me all day.
See?
I would never be a supervisor or any. I mean, they've asked like for years,
Yeah.
but never. I can do
I take-
whatever
that's
I
it.
want.
Yep.
I could take off whenever I want. I can transfer. I don't have to ask anybody anything. You know,
Right.
there's no guilt. There's no, I was just talking to one of my buddies who's a assistant station manager. We just had this conversation. I'm like, don't you just wish you were like me? Like just a regular agent? He's like, yeah, sometimes I do. Because you're upheld this, even when you're off, you're at home, you got to read emails, you got to do this.
Right.
And I don't have to do any of that shit.
Yeah.
I was,
You know?
Yeah.
I was a
And we're both
supervisor that
we're
did
both
that.
drinking beers and having a good time, but he's got to look over here to make sure. Yeah, like
Every
me,
5
I'm
seconds.
off the clock. I'm done. I'm good. I'm happy. I ain't got nothing. I don't have to answer to anybody. He still has a boss.
Yeah.
He has to make sure he's by his phone.
Right.
I leave my phone at home sometimes. I don't have that. You
Right,
understand?
that
Yeah.
constant. Yeah.
Not that I can't be where he's at, because I have some managers that are fucking tataratas,
Right.
but or some supervisors that are tataratas. You don't know what a tatarata is?
Nuh-uh.
You know what a tatarata?
What does it sound like?
Does it sound like a tatarata?
Some shit that I don't want to be.
Exactly.
Or something you can put on some salad.
Tossing the salad.
Nah,
Yeah, that's exactly
tatarata.
what it is. You toss salad. Your tatarata tosses your salad.
You don't know-
Your tatarata is tossing
You know
your
what I'm saying?
salad.
Some shit you put on a salad, nigga? Like,
Listen.
it's a tatarata. Like,
He's like the tossing the salad.
tatarata.
I was a supervisor for a company, and they try to do that. I said, listen, this isn't a corporation business. You don't call me after hours once I
Yep.
punch out.
Yep.
He tried. They tried. Call it. If you, snap it out the back. Hey, they call from this. Where is that at? I said, oh, I know. I'll tell you at 7 o'clock in the morning. Don't call me. And then when I got to the office, they called me in. Charles, we need to talk. What?
Well, when you work
And he
in
was
fucking-
like, we asked you a question. You didn't want to help us. There's a problem. I said, no, you asked me a question. That's how I punched out. Are you going to punch me back in when you're answering? He said, no. I said, so then by law, I don't have to answer you.
Right.
I just nipped it in the butt right there. No.
I'm just saying that there's an expectation with
Yeah.
certain
no, there
companies.
is. But if you tell them,
If you take on a role, they tell you.
yeah, no, I tell them.
No,
No,
I'm
no, no.
saying
If
If they
Before
tell
you
you,
take
if
on
they
this
preface
role.
you
Right,
getting the job,
right.
yes.
If
they tell you
but some of them
exactly what
don't.
to expect.
Right. Some of them don't, and then they think that they can call you or
Yeah,
tell you,
no.
we need you to stay in.
No,
But
no.
you're the man. I'm the manager
There's
from
already an
7 to
understanding.
3. Like
This
that,
is what
you
you're
know?
going for.
Right.
You better expect, and I expect for you to answer or whatever, email
Right.
or
If you
text.
know
or-
that, then yeah.
Yeah.
But
You
that's
know.
why I would never want that job because I
Because
have
that's
too
the,
much. Yeah, I'm stress free. I
Right.
want to be stress free, and I still make my money. So what's the problem?
No, but wouldn't a job like that be more for a single person, like on the call all the time?
You would
and-
think that, but
right?
a single person also
A lot
wants
of
to
times
enjoy
they
life.
are.
Right.
Like a single person wants to enjoy life. They may want that title because it's easier to bag a mate, but in all honesty, like you don't have the time to do that if you deal with all that.
Because
shit.
I always thought a single person.
Salary people too
Right.
are expected to work X amount of hours in a day.
yeah,
If I'm working extra, you're paying me extra.
Well,
Yeah.
Where there's this,
Yeah.
once again, there's that
Expectation
expectation.
that they think.
And me, I'm like, sometimes they're at work for like 14, 15 hours.
not
and I'm
worth
like,
it.
baby.
My wife's job, 6 o'clock. She can be working from home. 6 o'clock, that phone. No, we're not. We're watching TV. There ain't no after call. That's it. And I guess they realize it that they don't bother her
Like, did
after a certain time.
Does this job come with like a personal head giver?
What?
I will sit at my desk for 14 hours if and only if there's someone sucking my dick for 14
hours.
That's about it.
Your dick can't last 14 hours.
Not even. If I'm on call, she's on call.
Do you see this guy? He just gave me a look. He just gave me a
Right?
look. You're talking about on and off.
On and off, of
me?
course.
Him.
Oh.
On and
Will.
off. Well,
Fun fact about Head and me, I don't finish.
Oh, you're one of those?
yeah.
So I can go for 14 hours.
Why?
This doesn't,
No.
never pushes me over the top.
Really?
Nope.
One time's been close, and that was the lesbian. Well, twice. But yeah.
Really?
You
You
be-
will not
you be
finish
thinking
when
about
you get
stuff?
head. What?
You be thinking about stuff?
You're exhausting.
No, because me, I'll be like,
I guess that would
this.
be
it-
on
listen,
part of the person sucking the dick.
You got like whiskey dick.
They're already working.
Because
for
And you're not even drunk.
No. I don't.
You got whiskey dick without even being
whiskey
drunk.
dick
Right.
means you can't get hard.
You can't get hard.
That's what whiskey dick means.
Well,
So
you
I can
can't
be
get
hard,
off.
You
I
mean
can't
drunk?
get off.
Probably drunk.
I'm just saying, like, you got whiskey dick, like,
Yeah.
it's hard, but it's not like, I don't know.
They say that a man
sound
really
mildly disappointed by this.
really can't.
Yeah. I'm like, that, that
you ever
sounds
heard-
terrible.
You ever heard that they
Great
say
for me.
men can't
I
fake
still
it?
feel it.
When they say men can't fake it, I tell them, man can't fake it, give me head. You're going to see how much I'm going to fake it. Because I never bust with someone giving me head. But I'll be like,
I've had toe curling
Wow.
head before. I've had it. No.
nothing.
So,
I know the actual.
ladies,
I'm
anybody
just not gonna talk
listening,
about it.
we've got a challenge over here. We've got the Asian guy that's got to whip his dick out, and we have to have a woman get Will off to the end,
Hey.
giving head. We have two things today we're trying to accomplish.
Hey,
Do you understand?
We'll see. This is the challenge you're creating. I have not
baby.
officially said this.
Why not start these challenges? This is your show.
right?
Sure.
You
I mean, it's
know?
not like we can put this.
How
shit
did
on
that go?
TikTok.
Like, who,
Not even. You'll be like, don't worry about it. You'll be indiscreet because
I-
they don't know you.
I
Unless
guess-
they know that voice. Isn't that Karen? Like, that's the only way
I
you're going to be
can't-
known.
I can't put this
maybe
on
that's what's wrong
TikTok.
with
Maybe
Karen.
Twitter.
Twitter?
That's what's wrong with Karen. They need some good dick.
Karens?
I'm sure that's not it.
No.
I'm sure that's not
Karens
it.
have just lived a
I've seen a
life
couple
of privilege,
No.
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I've
All
seen a
their
couple of hot
life.
Karens.
You gotta get
Nobody
chills.
ever told them otherwise. Nobody ever argued with them.
Yeah, exactly.
The law was on their side, and
Yep.
now they don't know that the law is not always on their side anymore.
They cried wolf, bro.
They get a whole bunch of good. You still act like
That's the case. Like some people, like you just need to get laid. Like, no,
Not
Karens.
just laid.
No.
Like, good.
This
Karen.
Karen by my house is married.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
To a
Yeah,
fat
that
fuck.
doesn't. That means they're not
See,
really
now
having
that sounds
sex.
like she needs some good dick.
If they've been married over 20 years or 10 years, then
Now, if
maybe
your
they're not
brother's
having
calling
sex
her
no
a
more.
fat fuck, and you're telling me that this guy's a fat fuck,
Yeah.
it sounds like they have trouble putting it in the hole.
Oh my God! What? They both fat?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's why she's angry. So she's not a Karen. She's just an angry wife.
We rubbing that nigga
She
butt,
needs
looks like,
some.
but
That's
they have
all.
sex. Oh, yo, you remember a long time ago? That's exactly what I was trying to figure out when old boy was here. I was like, yo, you know what it'll look like if y'all trying to fuck. Because you can't get it in. If y'all both big,
them having sex.
you can't roll over like that. You can't do it.
Probably sharing a full
They probably can
size
only
bed.
do doggy, if up.
You gonna have to hold something up.
Well, I mean, you gotta put
Not
the
even
gut
that.
on the back.
Yeah, I was just about to say you got to hold your gut on her back.
Yeah.
Have you ever been with a big girl?
Yes. Big
Does it
girls
work
have-
because you're a little guy?
Yes, it still works. Everybody the same size laying down. I've had them from.
Have you ever been
I've
with a
had
big
them
girl?
from 4'10" to 6'2".
You never been with a big girl.
No, 6'3". The biggest girl I was with was like 280 something and was 5'8". Very shapely. I didn't realize she was as heavy as she was.
Right.
Yeah.
The biggest I've been with,
Fat ass.
I don't know.
They normally have a fat ass.
No, some of them are built with the like wide, but they have like a flat butt, and big tits, and some of them have the big butt but no tits. She was a big butt with no tits. She was part African.
And
Who cares
she
about
was, She
titties?
was a big girl.
You like titties?
I love titties.
I love ass.
I can just
I
appreciate.
love a nice
I
ass.
appreciate
A
small
balance.
to
on
large.
a
balance,
man
maybe.
or a woman. I love it. I don't care about titties, but I'm
We
also
we
like,
also
not a straight
live.
guy.
We live in an era where titties are a very good way to know if she was
Yeah, it's
always
rare.
a girl.
Yeah? Oh, I love a nice ass.
It was fucked up thing. Hey, nigga, stop.
Facts. Facts.
No, I'm an ass girl.
Well, I mean, I'm black still. I love a good booty, but if I had to pick,
No, you're picking. I'm saying we're picking.
yeah, if I
You're
no, I
about
mean,
titties.
I'm
about
definitely
ass.
going with titties. And see, for me too, I prefer missionary to doggy. There's nothing better than watching her orgasm. Like you feel it, but you see it at the same time.
Yeah, I like missionary.
Yeah.
You too, huh, Calvin?
And titties just
I
make it
see
so
you
much
nodding over
No,
there.
what he said about seeing
That's why.
Seeing the orgasm, yeah.
That's why the best thing is eating her out.
What you said, boy?
That's always fun.
I love
Another
it.
reason I love
I
titties
love
because
it.
they're so
You know
hard to
why?
break the
Well,
breast
yeah.
while you're eating a girl. out.
Eating
Yeah,
her out. You know why?
yes, yes.
Because
But
when she
doesn't
saw,
matter what size the tits are, is what I'm saying.
Well, no, and this is what I'm saying. A real titty connoisseur loves all titties. It's all about proportion. It's all about perk at a certain size.
real titties.
Like
me-
when we're
let's get
talking
that straight.
natural titties.
Real.
A real
Real
titty
titties.
connoisseur.
No, because
loves
he's
them.
saying titty, and now the fans that got those
Titty.
titties, they think that he's gonna
titties.
like them.
No, they don't. They don't like
Titties.
titties. They don't appreciate titties.
No.
There's a beauty to small titties as well as to large titties, but there's different
Yeah.
expectations
Nice
for
and
smaller
soft.
titties than there are big titties.
Yeah.
A real tit man understands this.
I've
Somebody who
had
just
everything.
likes, you know, a girl who says she's a size queen cannot tell you she loves dick. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because she doesn't appreciate all dick. You gotta, if you really are a tit guy, you appreciate all
All sides.
tits, all sizes.
That's why I say tits don't matter to me because I'm like,
Yeah,
I
all
don't care
sides.
if you're small or big or whatever, but I do like a nice ass. I'm not gonna lie, that shit turns me on.
But even when you say nice, are you talking purely in size? Are you talking in proportion? Are you talking certain shape?
Like,
See, that's
yeah,
my
like
point.
the
Yeah,
proportion,
right.
That
like
whole-
it fits your body.
Once you,
you
have
know,
that
it
vested
just
interest
looks
and you can start
nice.
talking
You
about
know,
it,
You got the
describe it,
heart shape.
That's when you know,
You
that's
know?
what you.
I
got.
like the heart shape, you know, the round ones. I call it the Dominicans, meaning the hips. There's some of them with the hips.
Right.
But
'Cause ass comes in so
more of
many-
the round
She
shaped
ain't
heart.
Dominican,
No, I'm saying the heart shape.
No, I'm Greek.
but you
Are
got
you
the
saying
hips.
that I have a nice
You got the
ass?
That was a compliment,
You got
Pamela.
nice, thank you.
It was a compliment.
He's saying, "Oh, they got." I call it the Dominican because they got the hips. I'm like, but she's
I do have hips, though.
Exactly.
I do have hips.
No, but you watching them swarm and trying to run, and you hook the legs and they go crazier. That's what I like. Like I honestly, after they do, I can be like, I'm done.
Yep.
You can.
I
I don't even have to keep continue.
I've
As long as
definitely
she
had
went through
sex
all that,
just to make a
mentally
girl
I'm
come.
okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna bust. I'm doing this just to like.
Right.
You good? Yeah, I'm satisfied. You leave on that.
I like to continue
You ever
having
did that,
sex
right?
till the end, though.
And they be like, go ahead. Now I know she's gonna go tell her friends. Especially, I hope she tell her other friend that I really
Yeah,
like.
now you know what I'm talking about.
That's when I was dating. You know.
Yeah.
You do certain things to someone, and they, oh my God, just thinking
That's-
about it, girl.
That's
You know
how
what I'm
you
saying?
Make her unsure about bringing you around her friends. Because she starts talking about the dick and then realize, oh shit, what did
Shit,
I just
I
say?
did. I
There's
made a
that
mistake.
There's that one friend every girl has that's for the streets.
Facts.
I want that one and that one and that one.
Dabbling
That one.
These were your hoe
That's
days?
a busy ass street.
My whole days.
Your hoe days.
your whole
He
day.
definitely had them.
Tits or ass,
No,
Calvin?
he was holding them, like hugging, and you
Tits
know.
or ass?
Both. Like,
Both.
I,
Cop out.
Yeah.
pussy.
You want a girl with some big
You
tits
said-
and no ass, or a fat ass and no tits?
pussy.
What? She's gonna have that.
Of course, she's gonna have that.
Yeah.
That's not what they do on Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
So
That's why there's a lot of
Hard
fights.
I'll say that and then I'll say ass. So pussy and ass.
Ass.
Make sure it's down there first. Just
What do
saying.
you mean by this pussy thing you're talking about?
Why you be asking me like all types of other questions?
Because you
when
be
I say
saying
something?
some next shit. When she gave you two options, you said a third.
Like, what do you mean? It has to look right.
Calvin. Yes or no?
Yes.
So
I
tits
guess.
or
It
ass?
has to look right in clothes. It has to look right when she's naked.
But
I can't agree with that.
Ass.
It has to look right in clothes because sometimes you find those like
Yeah.
sneaky cherries.
No, and especially with the
Where, like
jeans.
like jeans can lie. Push
That's
and
what I'm
bras
saying.
can lie. It doesn't
The
have to
jean-
look good in clothes. It has to look good naked.
It has
Yeah.
to look good
It has to
naked.
look good naked.
Because jeans, some jeans make every
Asses
girl look
great.
good.
Yeah.
And then
You know what I'm
they
saying?
take them
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
You're like, where to go? But then you have some dresses that make it seem like you don't have an ass. But when
And
you
then
take
when
it
back
off,
a dude-
you're like, damn.
Right.
boom.
So like I can tell you the best body I've had in front of me, completely naked, was on an AG, right? And when you would see her dressed on the regular, baggy jeans, baggy whatever, I'm talking big southern booty, curvy, giant double D's. I always end up having sex
Damn,
with
double
an
D's too?
Bro, I'm telling you.
Titty.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, in clothes, you like, yeah, that's my nigga. When she got naked, I was like,
You know, you know how I tell some girls. You know how you really pretty, look good, probably naked. Have them wear sweatpants. If their sweatpants caress them, the baggy ones, not the tight one.
Yeah,
the
but the
baggy
baggy
ones. You can tell
Yeah.
they say wobbly wobble wobble wobble
How'd you
wobble.
fucking that song? Wobbly.
Like,
You doing the other one. You suck.
Yeah.
There's a song called Ass.
Oops.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
Wobble, wobble. That's Big Sean, bro.
Yeah.
You don't know?
That's Big Sean.
And
Titty. Ass and titty. I know
No,
that's
but we
what-
wasn't saying that.
No, you
Pussy.
talking about
I'm
ass.
trying to get out of it, Charles.
Pussy.
On that note,
That's
let me
it.
save Calvin, and it's been another episode of XY 101. Catch you guys next time.
Negro.
Always.
I don't mean
At least say titties. It would have been
Titties. There you go.
appropriate.